Okay. I think yes, we are live. Welcome everyone to a new game. Thank you to Estatsu for donating this game to me so that I can play it. First thing that I want to point out, holy crap, this menu system is really cool. I actually really, really love this. Excuse me. So, first things first, difficulty is set on hard. We have no game modes to unlock. Everything should be at max settings, as far as I know. Yep, everything's at max settings. Let me know if I need to change the volumes a little bit. We're going to get started on this though. All right, here we go. I know nothing about this game.
All our songs were about it. A magical place of life without end. A palace of untold wonders. But only for the worthy. So our lives were desperately dedicated to qualify. Pinpoint perspective on the great reward. Only I never wanted to go. Those words alone could mean death. So when I ran, I knew it meant never stopping to catch my breath. If I wanted to live. And so it was. Yet here I am. The place I spent my whole life escaping. I feel like shit.
Of course you do. Your wound has healed. The pain is from the stasis and will pass within a week. The nausea will linger, probably intensify when you start to realize that more than 100 years have passed. Everything you knew is gone. This is not another one of your running away from home excursions. Your grandfather won't send someone to pick you up this time. That's all gone now.
So you decided not to like me. But you've had a century to plan what to say, and that's it? How about you screwed up the best deal we ever had, or you come waltzing in here giving orders, or even Foster died because of you, you stupid bitch. I don't like me much either. But I can fix this. I can bring him back.
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down. Loss of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers, which I suspect you are not.
I suppose you had a long time to mull things over. Nothing I can say will change your mind.
All right. That's kind of interesting. Hold on a moment. I forgot to do something. Do we have subtitles on? Is there a subtitles option? There is no subtitles option. Unless it's in here. Ah, here we are. There we go. Oh boy, this is disorienting. So this is N. This is our protagonist. That is literally E-N. And she has a fabulous haircut. I've never seen this sort of haircut, ever. did get shot in the kidney and slept for... Spoilers, Istatsu! I was about to say, I don't know why she's, you know, hurt there. I was told she slept for 100 years. I wasn't told she got shot. I noticed the bullet hole.
So where is he?
He? Oh, you mean the cube? Yes, I had a very good look at that while you were asleep. I think you're in for a disappointment. Nothing suggests any sentience. No interface to access the thing, nor any reason to do so. There's nothing in there. It's just a pretty cube.
If we knew how to operate it, we wouldn't have had to come here. This is how I see it. You don't answer to my orders, and yet you took us this far, so clearly I'm not the only one hoping that I can achieve something. I can work with that.
Not hope. Respect. For Foster. God knows why, but he wanted me here. The stupid lighter proves it. I suspect staying wasn't even an option, considering how you stumbled on board covered in blood, demanding departure a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Respect, then. That'll work, too.
I already really like these characters. Both of them. Oh, fuck no, we're going this way. The blue door. I'm guessing red means do not go. White means you can go here. Or red could mean lock. Can we? We cannot run. I like the ship design. It's very geometric. Oh. It probably goes in circles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes in circles. What is this outfit? Wait. Oh, that's cool. And it's got a side strafe animation. It's not just... Huh. I mean, that's probably not very cool to you guys, but for me, as an animator, that takes a lot more work than you'd expect. Guess this isn't the best time to be audio only. You're not missing much. I'm mostly just walking around some corridors. At incredibly slow speeds. Like really slow speeds. Wow, and you just cannot get a move on, though I suppose you have been shot. And then I guess healed? I don't know. I mean, she seems fine now, so... Aside from moving slowly. What's worth is the watching and not so much the listening, unless you like Newt's sultry voice. Honestly, I've always been of the opinion that I don't like my own voice, but apparently a lot of people are like that about their own voices. So, I keep talking about interesting visuals. Okay, so think H.R. Geiger, but more geometric in pattern. Or Prometheus, I suppose? Like the style of ships that Prometheus had. No, they're better comparisons. I can't think of any right now, though. All right. Hello, Cube. Initiate cutscene.
I need a suit.
Oh my god, this is so cinematic. This is so cinematic.
I don't see anything but ice.
It's not ice. I don't know that we can even trust what we see. This whole planet eluded detection until about a week ago. No visual cues, no gravitational pull, nothing. Even with the exact coordinates, I nearly missed it.
We're looking for a palace.
Why am I not surprised?
Give it a rest, will you? Can you see any structures on the planet?
You're looking at it. It's all one big structure, planet-wide. No palace, though. I'm guessing it's some corporate state's illegitimate mining project from the pre-requisition rush. That would explain the heavy clouding measures. The planet is most likely depleted of all resources. An empty shell. Hope the old man didn't pay too much for the coordinates.
You have no idea. Just get me down there. I'll go see for myself.
Oh god, Tennis, I know. I've been there. It's such a pain. This ship design is strange and not symmetrical at all, and it bothers me. It's messing up free flow today. Oh god, no. I hate it when that happens.
You should get off the surface too.
We have the cube.
A strange place. It's impressive, really.
I'm enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Oh. Thanks, I guess. Oh.
There's something here. It must be some sort of release mechanism. Did you hear that? It's definitely doing something.
Is the capture window off a little bit? Let's take a brief look. It's possible that it might be. Yep. No. Oh, it's too big. Okay. That's strange. Yeah, let me check resolutions.
Them.
It might be trying to... Yeah, it's got the wrong resolution. Give me a moment. Much better. Oh, god damn it, really? Yes. wasn't
get
on
off
your
the
end.
surface too.
What a strange place. It's impressive,
Can't interact
really.
with that yet.
I'm enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Boop.
There's something here.
Is
It must be
this
some sort
snow?
of release mechanism.
I guess it is.
Did you hear that? It's definitely doing something.
Ah, there's multiple. Last one.
Look, there's an opening down there. It's too far to jump, though.
The suit will soften your landing if charged sufficiently.
And if not?
It will stop you from leaping.
Ah.
The suit reads your intentions from your synaptic activity and receives commands from your voice or eye movements. A bit archaic, but Foster trusted that suit with his life.
Cutting edge doesn't go well with space travel. The journey here alone made the suit an antique.
It's not the suit's performance that worries me.
Wow. Suit stores energy in cells. Cell meter visualizes your total capacity and current charge. Massive triangles are charged and hollow triangles are empty. The cell cost of any prompted action will be highlighted in yellow. If you did not have enough charge for the action, the empty cells will blink yellow. Auto-charging cells. The suit's core cell auto-recharges, harnessing ambient energy. This means that you will, if you wait, you will always have at least one cell at your disposal. Okay. Gonna be very wiped out after this. Are you trying to do a bit of a increase to your normal training regimen?
It's falling apart.
Is it that?
It all looks strangely warped. I wonder how long it's been here.
A composite like that should last forever, but it all looks ready to crumble.
It must be ancient.
Truly ancient. Oh.
This place was made for humans. It's not just a machine line.
Most digs have a basic infrastructure if human presence should be needed. Probably also rudimentary living quarters. Doesn't mean anyone was ever here, though.
Gramps believed the place to be untouched by humans. A palace built by long-lost technology, patiently awaiting its first human inhabitants. And you figure this is no more than a bootleg mining operation. Got to appreciate the contrast.
I generally lean towards plausible explanations. Your grandfather, well, everything he believed in, he made up himself.
I don't know about that. He had the coordinates right.
Look around you. This obviously isn't a palace.
Your man might have gotten some aesthetic details wrong, but he wasn't the kind of person who'd risk everything without some kind of proof.
I really wouldn't get my hopes up.
How do I turn down the volume on the commentary track?
You are overconfident. Immature people often are. You should be taking notes every time I open my mouth.
I really like the dynamic between these two characters. They're so much fun to listen to. Which is good, because we're going to be listening to them for quite some time, I think. Down here. I guess we're just going to keep descending until hopefully we reach a bottom. What's over here? Nothing? Nothing? I mean, we'll see.
Slippery. What exactly are these structures then? Have you seen others like them since you're such an expert?
I've had my fair share of halls based on wild speculation. It doesn't matter if it comes from desperate need or delusions of grandeur. There's never anything there but bitter disappointment.
Was this with Foster?
Before Foster.
I got the feeling you two have been together for ages.
I've been crisscrossing the spur for 1,000 years. Foster was with me for a century and a half.
It's an old ship. How far in the future is this? Ooh! Run.
If you've only been with Foster for a century and a half, you hardly knew him at all. I mean, we've been traveling together for a century, and we only just met.
100-year haul is quite the extreme. Foster's longest was 16. I knew him plenty.
He trusted you, and said that I could too. That you would help me.
Foster didn't leave me much choice. You don't mess up a job for your grandfather and then team up with the person you were sent out to get in the first place.
You could have just handed me back.
You really are naive.
I think you're doing this because you believe there's a chance to get your friend back.
You're so caught up in your homemade religion that you're oblivious to common sense. I warned Foster about you resourcefuls. Best not to deal with your kind.
Why did you then? Get involved, I mean.
Foster disagreed. And gold makes for a powerful argument.
I think we're at the base now. Also keep in mind, Estatsu, unlike you, I am actually playing this on hard again. Well, actually, I don't know. Were you playing this on hard when you played it?
There must be a way inside down there. That looks like some kind of landing bay.
It looks like nothing of the sort.
You know, you're nothing like I expected from a friend of Foster's. Such an odd team.
Have to launch the game.
An old rescue vessel from the Requisition and a man without a past. None of our marks knew what hit them. And then we were gone. The stuff we pulled off. You wouldn't believe it.
I believe it. I was one of your jobs.
A thieving rich kid with a gambling problem hardly qualifies. I got the brief. Not much of an extraction, really. No one giving a shit about you where you dug down. Only challenge Foster could see was that your grandfather wanted you to willingly hand back whatever it was you stole from him.
You're wrong about everything. Even Foster.
I seriously doubt that I am. He was good, Foster. Always had his eye on the ball. You may think you knew him, that he felt sorry for you, but he would never let that happen. I don't know what went wrong that night, why Foster died, but I'm sure you don't understand much of it either.
Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten your romance.
Cute.
Clearly, the AI, whatever its name is, doesn't like us.
Finally, something. It's stuck. I need some force. Does the gun pack any punch? Wow. I like it.
I'm taking the gun offline to preserve energy.
Ah. Shooting with it actually costs something. Let's see. Same voice as... Is it? Interesting.
I'll be damned. Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
He was right. It all looks completely untouched.
Wow, this is lavish. What I do remember is that the focus and effort it took to play meant I could only do a level or two at a time before I needed to break. Well, we'll see how well I do. I wouldn't be too surprised if I had to take breaks as well. Some games are just like that. In Acronox, I had to cut down to just an hour, up until the point where I felt I was actually getting somewhere. Still don't regret playing in Acronox,
You were
even if
right
I didn't
about
get
the
anyone
palace.
watching.
What's the plan now?
We get Foster back, and then we leave.
I was hoping for something more specific.
I suppose we're looking for some sort of apparatus like the one Gramps had.
Would that be the Soul Sucker?
I'll know it when I see it.
Even if you did find the thing, this place is dead. What mythic technology might be here is now useless.
We just need to power her up. Tell her that we're here. I can feel this is going to work out just fine.
Hello? Anyone home?
I'm moving down. There must be some sort of power below the halls.
I really do like this voice actress. Moving down. I mean, we could move down, but there's also up. I don't think there's anything up. Just natural sense of exploration, you know? Yeah. I can feel this is going to work out just fine. Famous last words. So is the cube just part of her suit now? I guess we'll cover exactly what the cube is later.
Anyone home? Hello?
Shouting. Is that your plan?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, we're saving. Something interesting is happening. Oh, a mirror. God, En's haircut is just... What? I've never seen a haircut like that, ever. It's almost chiseled into her head. I don't think even dousing it in water would alter the flow.
I recognize these. They look like the stone faces at the gates between the garden terraces. Maybe it's a door of some sort. We called them gatekeepers. They were supposed to make us ponder if we were worthy to pass.
You're not getting through without power, and this place is dead.
More doors. Yeah, we can't go anywhere right now. Look at all these doors. The male voice is from Hellblade. Okay. Which voice in particular? That being said, I do still like N's voice actress. She does a good job as playing the naive teenager in this.
Anyone home?
Slightly British teenager. Who are the developers on this? I actually forget. And is Egret from GOT? Game of Thrones. Okay. I'm actually not sure I've seen that far. Devs are ultra. Okay.
This
In all
looks like
caps. Oh, it's statue. I assume this is what you're talking about, where you would like take bets on how long it would take Newt to find his way inside.
Hello? Anyone home?
Hey, I recently just applied to a game company that was all caps, so I'm not gonna judge. Can we jump down there? Ah, we can. There we go. Ooh, we can vault too. But that costs energy.
Look
Or
at
at least
that.
the jumping down does.
It's a voice.
It looks like a tuning fork.
Yes, obviously. The resourcefuls call them voices. Strike them and let the true tone interfere to find clarity and enlightenment.
Ah, of course.
Well, here we go.
What does that mean?
The suit detects a pattern to the sound, and the decryption is kicking in.
Well, let's keep looking around. She's the one who says you know nothing. Oh, okay. I remember. The redhead. The redhead wildling.
It's definitely picking up something. I think they're pieces of a puzzle. We need more of them to find out what it is.
Keep looking around then. Find them all. Man, this place is pretty looking. Be interesting to see what it looks like when it's actually lit up. The devs are in Copenhagen. Huh.
That door is different.
Which door? This door, up ahead. Much larger. Yeah. So, looking at what we already know, we've got resourcefuls with a capital R, which means I'm guessing that they're a faction of some sort. N is part of the resourcefuls. We can go down, but first
I bet that's an activation mechanism for the door.
Judging by that. It bothers me that Anne always faces towards the camera, because I kind of want to see her front, just to see what she looks like.
This is meaningless. Foster is dead. Some things just cannot be undone. Think about it. If you could capture the souls of the dead in a cube, and then bring the person back to life, surely it would be a huge industry.
It's not like that. I know for a fact that he's in there.
I have wondered how you came to believe that. But I doubt that I'll agree with your reasoning. You resourcefuls are too far removed from reality to make sense. You've seen nothing but the bought and paid for fairy tale designed by your grandfather.
Well, the reality of my fairy tale upbringing was that it was all about this place. No, even before that, my genes. Graham spent centuries creating his resourcefuls, carefully picking potential from the gene pool. We were created to come here, and this feels very real to me.
The voices are collectibles? Okay. Well, we'll be on the lookout for them throughout the game. Apparently this is actually a decently long game, around 9 hours, but if you're looking for all of the extras, it'll be around 12.
These, I know. We had rings exactly like them in the gardens.
The suit detects a small gravity charge inside the scepter.
Perhaps it can power the big door. The pedestal looks like the activation mechanism.
It does, doesn't it?
Just out of curiosity, what's the higher meaning of keeping scepters displayed inside huge rings made of gold? It does seem a bit much, even if you are filthy rich.
The rings were not for show. They are part of our training.
Oh, and you do what exactly? Step inside and feel wealthy?
Not quite. The rings spin up, and the challenge is to get out in one piece. At first, staying in there is the only sane thing to do. But as the hunger comes, the rhythm of the spinning starts to sink in. At some point, you realize that starving eats away at your chance of making it out. Then the leap. No wait too long.
Right. You almost had me going there for a while.
So what are the resourcefuls? If they were intended or trained by this Foster to come to this place,
By the way,
how did he know about stuff
I don't know
like
if
this?
you noticed that there were no other exits from this pit than the big door. How I hope the scepter will magically make it open.
It will work.
Must be nice always feeling that the world will act in your favor. It doesn't, though. My guess is that you will learn this momentarily.
Now, let's see.
Nothing. What a shock. Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
I don't get it. What Gramps did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside. In about half an hour, it consumes everything. and all that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
He called it the translation. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him. The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove he was right. That Foster can come back, that's insane.
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember? That's how I stayed alive all these years after leaving the gardens.
Well, this time it didn't pan out. Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
Wow. Male voice here is Druth. Oh, really? Yeah, I can actually hear it. Although I didn't expect him to have quite so much a range.
Do you see that? The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
Oh, look at that. The ceiling. Well, let's take a look around. Maybe we can find more.
This place is huge. This hallway alone could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle.
This
I compared the
is
quarters
true.
you're in now with the overall structure of the planet. The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core. Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
So in other words, we need to figure out where we're supposed to be going. Well, keep going down.
I'm getting some local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
I've got to give it to him, the old man. This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
Stop calling me resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away. I hiked for weeks to see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective. Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of the palace, but he had already lost me. All I could hear was the blood rushing in my veins. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now. I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. And I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran, just shy of 15. I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
London, you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
Who's London? Is London the male voice, or... Still looking for tuning forks. But as they've said, this place is enormous. I don't like my odds of finding them all of a sudden.
Is that a throne? Look. This must be it.
Look at this. They've got extravagance down pat, at least.
It looks exactly like the thing that made the cube.
Something's not right. I'm picking up a whole load of anomalies.
Why would you just shove it in there? You don't know what it does.
London? Foster?
Great, you broke it. The cube seems different though. It's not as glassy. There's something inside now.
Foster? Are you doing this?
Ben, I thought I lost you. Massive power surges are blazing through the outside structures. And the gravity clouding nearly tore me apart.
She's waking up.
More like malfunctioning. If those reaction veins cross... Wait, what's that? Something's wrong with your HUD.
I think it's the cube telling me where to go. It happened when I put it on my back.
Unlikely. The suit is hard-coded and all blocks capped to the minimum. No room for adding to or altering the code.
Interesting.
See that? The suit's being enabled to interface with the palace. Maybe it's Foster trying to help.
Foster was many things, but not a systems physicist.
Why are you still denying that we have a chance? Everything around us is a marvel.
Everything around you is critically unstable. I think the whole place is malfunctioning. You should be getting out of there.
You know, he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. Here we go.
Look, I got a new waypoint, and it's a lot closer.
I feel like that's not the
Not
best.
that way, evidently.
Well, shit. Oh, wow, the face turns into a skull. Huh. I think the only way out is through. There's a door over here. huge. Genuinely massive.
Look at that. Did you see that? It charged my suit.
I don't know what sort of holographic phenomenon that was, but it was extremely compatible with the dual retention system of your suit.
What a shame we immediately had to use it to get out.
Look, there are more of
I
them.
agree with this
Power
guy.
for your suit won't be a problem. The outside of the palace sectors burn red hot, but even inside the walls and floors I read a buildup of gravity charge.
Why would anyone need power on a scale like that?
I hope it's not part of the malfunction. Overcharging would be catastrophic.
Always seeing the bright side.
So, I don't think it's my encoder. According to this, I'm not getting any lost frames. So it might just be... Ooh, hello, boys. Those doors don't close automatically, that's good to know. Artifacting hard. Okay. Interesting, that doesn't damage me, just stops me. I mean, it's probably due to the light waves. Once we actually get static light, that should probably go away. Encoders don't like it when things are changing all the time.
This is bad, N. The palace system's shut down, but it's still charging. The jewel mass is nearing the Dirac child limit.
The what?
That felt horrible. I couldn't move.
It was a massive energy discharge. It must have made your suit brace.
The lights have stabilized.
The discharge kicked in system processes planet-wide, but it's producing a lot more energy than needed. Building up charge again.
Wonder what for? And it shut itself down again. Great.
Another discharge.
There's air now. How is that possible?
I don't know. The chemical composition of the environment was altered in the blink of an eye. That must have been what the energy buildup was for.
And it's shutting down again. What the hell?
What the?
What?
Flowers? They weren't here before the blackout, right?
No, they were not.
I guess it's part of the welcoming package.
And it's about to do again. Okay, color me freaked the fuck out.
What's that?
That is a good question. The only blemish in this place without blemishes.
Oh, there are more of them.
And they're getting bigger.
Everything is so neat. Weird how it scatters these chunks all over.
Don't worry, we can fix that. Horror game developers, take note. This is how you scare someone.
What the? This one moves.
Worse, it's alive. The sphere appears when humans or animals are detected in close proximity, but this...
What do you mean worse?
What are they? It can't be Foster, right? I mean, the palace did try to read the cube and then malfunctioned. This can't be the palace attempting to bring him back, right?
No matter the intent, that's not Foster. It's not sentient.
They're definitely getting bigger.
What does that mean? I get color now.
The suit senses a threat. Yellow means that you might be noticed. Red means you're targeted.
The sphere activates if life forms are detected, lighting up in the direction of the readings. The size of the marker reflects the approximate visual silhouette of the life form. The color changes from neutral blue if the suit perceives the life forms as a threat. Yellow, you are in enemy's line of sight. If you stay there, you will be discovered. Red, you are hunted. Orange, you are hunted but hidden. Enemies will search for you. It's humanoid. Wait, what's that on its back? Huh. The cube keeps pulsing too. Was it just standing?
They'll be walking soon. Are you still sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, they are progressing, aren't they? They've got limbs, they've got legs.
I don't know what's most absurd. The palace populating itself with these grotesque hostiles, or you charging on like you'll be able to survive when they're fully evolved.
I never expected this to be easy.
They still can't walk. They're close though. Very close. No pressure, but I should hustle. Okay. Hello.
What is this?
That's you, Hen.
But why would it build copies of me?
Nope.
It jumped me.
The red spikes suggest that you won't survive another encounter like that.
I don't get it. Why would the palace copy and then attack the first human to arrive? It makes no sense.
The constant crashing indicates deep corruption. Those creatures must be part of that malfunction.
Getting hurt triggers the suit's restorative support systems. This is shown in the HUD as a pulsating red sphere of spikes. While the sphere is visible, it means that you are in critical state. Any further injury will result in death. So about that hustle. I think that the game just triggers as you hit specific points. Okay, so they're hostile now. I'm not sure where to go from here. Can we backstab them? Nope. The only option is to run through, I think. Oh, we can push them.
I'm bringing the gun online. Each shot will kill as many as you can line up.
I'm out.
There's plenty of energy around you.
Wow. Infinite Pierce gun. I like this. Not at all like fish in a barrel.
They're getting up.
Trying to line up too many at once.
The gun was lethal.
It is.
So, the palace resurrected them.
Who knows what this death trap is capable of? My guess is things will only get worse.
You really need to work on your motivational skills.
This isn't a laughing matter, and Vermilion/oh no. 0-point phase driver. Aim on right mouse button and fire on LMB. One shot uses 1 cell of energy. Lethal kills any number of targets along its vector. Head or pinky shot, it makes no difference. Sound loud. Reticle turns on red on visible targets. Okay. Viable targets, sorry. This is not completely silent and will alert other enemies. Okay. They're getting pretty close. Their armor is closer and closer to the real me.
They're everywhere. I can't see anything.
Use your area scan.
Okay, can't shoot through walls. Really? There we go.
They're getting faster after each blackout. If they swarm you, use the gun's riot function.
Riot?
It's not lethal like the main driver, but it will knock down everyone in close proximity.
Got it.
Wide gauge phase pulse. Aim on right mouse button and fire on middle mouse button. So cost 1. Range 4 meters at 180 degrees, so it doesn't hit everything behind me. Non-lethal crowd dispersal will knock over anyone within a frontal radius of 4 meters. Sound level loud. Targets within the reticle are marked with individual HUD brackets. Great. I'd prefer... No, they are getting faster. Shit. I feel like we can't descend that. I love this music. It is perfect for what this game is trying to do. Yeah, they can really still see me. It's fine. I love the use of the cells as an energy resource. Shit. Didn't see this one. Okay, and you can mark them with the gun. That's good to know. Shit, I missed the one behind it. Had to make sure my shots count. Here we are.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Why didn't you say that a lot?
It's creating weird imprints of me. How strange.
Strange is the norm in this place.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty true.
What's that?
The matter is strengthening your suit's ability to retain energy from your surroundings.
Found in the palace is a crystalline resource strangely perfect for increasing the suit's cell capacity. When you have collected 6 crystals, you get 1 additional cell slot. The number displayed in the cell meter shows the remaining number of crystals needed to upgrade. The palace is so
It's closing fast. You won't make it.
It feels like this damn suit is slowing me down.
You're just out of stasis. It's protecting you.
I don't want that.
If you insist, it'll be painful and your range limited.
Costs stamina. So this is a stealth game that has some really cool elements to it. The game hasn't shown its entire hand yet, though. There's one
What's
more
this now?
really cool thing you can do.
It activated a new interface. I wonder what it's monitoring.
It's counting down. But to what?
It still says, oh, I'll have to change that. Hold on a moment. Let me change that. I thought I had, but yeah, you're right. Hopefully that updates correctly. Damn it, Twitch. It'll probably say I'm playing Echo the Dolphin next. Well, you fuck off. What the? Wow. I didn't realize there was a second one right behind. That was interesting.
It activated a new interface. I wonder what it's monitoring.
It's counting down. But to what? Over here.
Oh, that's not good. Damn it. Didn't shove fast enough. Are you? Okay. That was not the... Oh, that was the... crystal. What is going on?
What's this now?
It activated a new interface. I wonder what it's monitoring.
Hi guys. I'm just gonna run past you all.
Over here.
That's a bad idea. Okay.
It's counting down. But to what?
Oh. Hello, tuning fork. Hey! Oh, come on. There we go. Alice is still going easy on me. Noted.
I bet the pavilion will open when I've collected enough orbs.
We've got no gun right now. These two are in the way. They don't alert each other though. That was not my intent.
Only 4 more to go.
Oh shit. Thankfully they don't alert each other. That doesn't add any more. So that's where I'm doing it. On my back. Perfect timing. Yeah, they can vault now.
Only 1 left.
Oh. Tried to push her. Did not work. And now I'm dead. Oh, wow. Okay.
What's this now?
This is going to be hard.
It activated a new interface.
As
Wonder
expected.
what it's monitoring.
There's a lot in the central area. They're slow still.
It's counting down. But to what?
Yeah, I do still have my riot gun. I keep forgetting about that. That's what, aim middle mouse? Oh, come on. I was aiming at you. I guess even push has its limitations. Oh, I didn't even see her.
What's this now?
It activated a new
Push
interface.
requires. Oh,
I wonder
okay.
what it's monitoring.
So everything is limited in resource here.
It's counting down.
And they can do that too. Good. Timing's good for this.
I bet the pavilion will open when I've collected enough orbs.
We did also find a please stay away. Because it was Gillow statue. That wasn't spotted. That was just they're coming to investigate.
Only 4 more to go.
Oh shit. This is the first real level too. Oh shit. Okay, good. Timing on that was very good. That was a very fast shutdown. Don't want to use this. You can sort of control the blackout. That's interesting. You managed that. Oh shit! I'll take it. Good use of an energy cell. I'll take it. Game alludes to it but never outright explains it. Oh good, they're all away from here. One more? Two more.
Only one left.
Ah, but that doesn't turn them off. Okay. Fair enough. Wasn't really expecting it to turn them off. That was a
Look,
hell of a first level.
It's decrypting the voices.
I'm guessing that if I found all of the voices in the level, then that probably would be readable.
N, the lift is slowing. You've traveled 55 kilometers.
Jesus!
They're not crossing the water.
They can move faster now. Ah! Shit. Okay then. I think I may have just goozled myself.
I wonder if it's edible. I'm starving. Best thing I ever had.
Huh. It copies that too. Goozled, I'm using that word now. Feel free. I don't remember where I first learned the term, but okay, so that increases stamina. That's good to know. You know, these walls need to be more distinct. Get in the water. These things are a lot faster too. deal with this one. Oh, okay. This is not quite what I was expecting. Well, now we definitely need to deal with that one. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Ah, we need
They
a
don't mind
separate.
the water anymore.
They do not. That's an issue. And I can't side strafe them anymore. I think I'm dead. Yep. Wait, if I just walk around all over the place, does that mean that they can't run? I'm guessing that that's exactly what that means. They're running because that's my normal movement speed now. I all of a sudden understand why we have the shift key. Now. Shit, are you serious? Okay. Well, let's see how bad I can make them. Might want to start scanning them too so that I have a good idea of where they are at all times. Oh. Yep. They can shoot guns now.
They don't mind the water anymore.
They look like me. They move as fast as me. They are effectively me. Ah, damn it. Okay. They also have more shots than me. That's not good. That's actually really freaking bad. Okay, so I think that the best strategy is just to stay in stealth and not use as few resources as possible. Use the key scan, and the riot gun. Ooh, no! Fuck off! I love that this suit has a cube cradle.
They don't mind the water anymore.
I'm gonna try and avoid using the gun if at all possible. Fuck off. Okay, so anytime that I don't go in the water, they won't go in the water. I can abuse that. Oh. Go away, would you? I think I got lucky there. I don't think they'll be using guns next time, but I was just at the edge of a blackout. And I was not lucky. I didn't see that one behind me. Okay. I think priority. Definitely start marking every single one of them. They keep sneaking up on me, and that is going to get me killed way faster than anything else. I can only take 2 hits before I die. Is there any way to get down there without going in the water? I don't know. I don't think so.
They don't mind the water anymore.
Okay, single ones I can just keep sending down. Okay, now they're gonna have guns. I don't know what you're supposed to do in this case. Because if you run out of energy, then you kind of can't do much against it. Damn it, I'm pressing. I am pressing as fast as I can. Okay. Good timing on the blackout. But I think we're still going to die. Yep, still gonna die. This one is not scanned yet. We need to get it marked. Oh, come on. These things are way too sensitive. To the point of near absurdity, honestly. Nope. They've already got guns, so might as well keep giving them guns. Got it? Oh shit. Damn it. I'm mashing as hard as I can. Oh wow. Okay, at 3, they just instant win. Hey guys, don't worry about me. You guys are going to be able to get into water anyway, so I'm not going to bother. I'm slightly annoyed by how quickly they see you. But then again, I did sign up for this. Also, their ability to see you when you have snuck up behind them, and then they just randomly turn around. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Oh, come on! Nah. These little pieces of wall are not covered.
They don't mind the water anymore.
Stick to this side. Wait, did they? Oh, right. I died, so not scanned anymore. Wish I could see this one's vision. Kinda can. Kinda. Oh, come on! Oh, I don't like that they can just wait and then immediately get you. That kind of seems cheap. I appreciate that sometimes they actually do just join on in. 'Cause that is a way to give players a way to break out of that, but sometimes they just don't. There's so many of them that I don't know how you're supposed to exactly stealth this. Especially since the definition of cover seems to be a little bit questionable.
They don't mind the water anymore.
Oh, great. Make a run for it. Oh. Yeah, when there's three of them, you just die instantly. I'm actually getting annoyed at this point. Not enough to stop playing, but slightly. Mostly because of your complete inability to do shit. If things happen. Oh, right. There's also a... Oh, fuck off. Do not care. This thing, I want it. Where's the one I shot? There it is. No? I don't know where the one I shot is.
They
Either
don't mind
way.
the water anymore. I don't even care. Shit.
Okay, I'm screwed. Getting to the other side of the room is probably one of the biggest hassles I've ever had in a game. Getting to the other side of the room undetected is nearly impossible. There's too much open space is the problem. Oh shit. They've got guns now. Are you serious? You're actually serious? Okay. That was not the ram dead. I really like this game and I like the idea, but unfortunately, look at all of the proxies. Like, if we look at all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 more over there, so 10 and 11, 12, 13. How are you supposed to stealth by all of that? There's no cover at all. I mean, there is, but it's basically got these giant fuck-off holes in it, which means that enemies can see you through it regardless. They seem to be able to... They seem to have the peripheral vision of the gods and be able to just see you in very strange circumstances. And you can't do jack shit, because your only method of dealing with enemies that have found you alerts more enemies. Which means that you will basically be a sitting duck. Whatever. Oh look, they can jog now. You know what, maybe I should try the other side of the room, since I'm not having any luck going through the side closest to the balcony.
They don't mind the water anymore.
No, they do not. I'm not really willing to go in the water right now. I kind of just want to wait until the next blackout, but the next blackout doesn't seem to be occurring. The other thing is that they don't de-aggro for the most part, which leads to a very large problem. You have enemies that do this to you, and you're dead. Before anyone thinks that I'm just bad at the game, no, this is hard mode. So there's a reason that I do play games on hard mode a lot. It's just I want to see the worst sides of the game. Some games handle it really well. Honestly, I think currently the game that I point to the most when it comes to a good hard mode is The Last of Us, which just turns off more and more game features as you reach higher and higher game levels. But this game seems to just make the AI really weird, in that they can see you when they probably shouldn't be able to see you. And you can't control the blackout, so you're never quite sure when the next AI reboot will happen. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Would not mind another reboot soon. Oh, didn't see this here before.
They don't mind the water anymore.
Great. I don't know how you expect me to do that, if that's it. Because that's exactly what I've been doing. Sprint, vault, and riot gun to the exit. Can they use riot guns as well? I assume they can use riot guns as well. I'm gonna stay quiet. There we go. Are you? Alright. I am dead, by the way. Oh, they can shoot each other? That's interesting. Don't bother crouching for most of the second light. What does crouching actually do? Because I know it takes scans of me. I feel like a lot of the game's problems is it's not 100% set the rules in stone. Yes, I know the rules change based on what you do. The problem is that I'm not sure how they change based on what I do. That, and they never de-aggro, so they have a bad habit of just following me until I die. Crouching in this level doesn't help? No, bad. Hey, Tennis. We're stuck on the second real level. Or I should say the first real level. I feel like maybe they should have started this off with just a few less enemies, and other than that, I have no issues with it. And maybe a little bit of a shorter aggro time so you can actually return to stealth. Ooh. You know, I wonder if the blackouts are based on the number of scans.
They
rather
don't
than
mind the water anymore.
Yes, yes. I'd prefer to return them to the point where they don't mind water anymore, but... I'm going to try something. I am going to try something. We're going to force it to do a certain number of scans. Oh, I didn't scan that. There we go. I am on the hardest difficulty, and I know that I'm on the hardest difficulty. I specifically choose these difficulties for this reason. I'm gonna be in the water again. Oh, you mean in response to me saying that we probably could have used a few less enemies. Yeah, that's fair. Oh. That's not good. Nope. The push, man, the push. It's so good. Okay. Would not have wanted to deal with that one. Was I ever scanned? Oh shit, really? Well, the jig is up! Oh, okay. Oh, that's good enough. And I'm dead. Oh. A brief period where the grab doesn't affect that doesn't immediately grab you again, because that's irritating as hell. There are ways to make good hard mode. This is not it. Just adding more enemies doesn't really help. Right, I keep forgetting. Okay, you know what? Ah, okay. That's how that works. You know what? Don't listen to me until I've gotten like halfway through the game. If I get halfway through the game and I'm still having these issues, then we'll see. No. No. Because right now I'm just whining. And whining doesn't get anything done, nor do I expect it to get anything done. We actually got halfway across the room without ever being detected, so it's possible. I just need to abuse a few things.
They don't mind the water anymore.
They don't. You know what I might do? I might try and see if I can't cheese the water, actually. By just not going in it. Because I noticed that they stop, or they start mining it again if you don't go in. Do the takedown. Get that juicy scan. Thank you. Should be going into nighttime soon. So what I'm going to do is call this one
Over
over
here.
here.
Hey! Hey!
Come on. I want to see how far I can cheese this. The interesting thing is that this is actually what a human might do in a situation where they know that everything they're doing is being tracked. Do nothing items or actions. Actions that basically don't require anything from them. Don't give enemies any real advantage. Here we go. They shouldn't be able to go in water. Yeah, they don't like water again. All right then. They will super love water next time, so we have to make this count. And they'll be able to sprint and use guns. Got there. Ashika's feeling under the weather. She might not be able to stream later. Oh yeah, Monday streams. I forgot about that. How did the wonderful Wizard of
They're
Oz
getting
go?
more capable after every blackout.
I think there's more to it. I have a weird feeling that the palace is registering my moves with those icy holographs, then using the information to improve the abilities of those things.
A little far between the dots there, Anne.
I just feel like there's some strange rhythm to it. A warped set of rules.
You are definitely disposed to find meaning where there is none. As you say, it's in your genes.
No, I think she's right here. Oh, I didn't get the... Damn it, I didn't get the triangle thing. I'm annoyed. Whatever. I do really, really, really want another energy health, or an energy cell, because, oh boy, not having energy cells feels bad. That being said, I'm really enjoying this game. As much as I'm complaining, I don't want that to take away from the fact that I am actually really enjoying this game. It's really super clever. Well, here we go. Next level. Hey! Reg! That's amusing. Nice system to... They shot the other one. Oh, and there's one behind me. Okay. Oh, Izzy, welcome. Wait, can they open doors? I mean, I guess maybe they can now. They have guns too, which in retrospect might have not been the best idea to give them. Yeah, they can open doors now. And do takedowns? Oh! No. Do we have grapes anywhere? If we have grapes, then we can just survive indefinitely. Cool. They can probably... We didn't use a gun, so they shouldn't have the ability to use guns anymore. They can indeed open doors. Or at least now they can. Well, that's interesting. Gives me a bit of an insight into how they find people. They'll look around for a bit. Oh, I wonder if crouching makes them more alert on the next cycle. Without a doubt, these ones weren't as easy to fool, or were easier to fool than the rest. We do need to find another energy cell. I barely did anything except open doors that particular time, so they should be almost non-capable. This is actually really cool because now I'm super duper worrying about what I'm doing. Some of them are crouching now. Interesting. Does that actually give them any tactical advantage? Probably not. They're just doing it because I did it. If I don't open any doors, then they can't either. If I vault, they can. You can do that. Cool that the previous imprint from the last time actually does carry over, so you have to worry about the start of a level. Use abilities that you've already given them to get through an area. think we've already scanned all of them. So we know where all of them are now, at least. Blackout incoming, maybe? I was hoping I wouldn't have to give that, but they're not being helpful. I love this though, the simple act of opening a door or sneaking or eating a health restoring item that they can abuse. I'll be able to do that now too, so I'm not sure exactly what that means yet. Was hoping that she wouldn't turn around. Okay, we're good. We don't have to use the gun. Never mind. No, push. We've got grapes everywhere. Oh. I didn't have enough stamina. Shit. Ooh, tuning fork. We also need to scan each one. Aha! They're eating the grapes! Yes! A nonsense maneuver. There's no tactical advantage to them eating the grapes. They can't close doors because I never close doors! God, this is so clever and so well done. Who's coming after me? Oh, shit. Well. Now they know. Yes? Yes? Okay. They don't know how to open doors right now. So they know how to sprint, they know how to use guns, they don't know how to open doors. They know how to vault as well. That's interesting. That was a complete wipe. They're just as
They
dumb
do
as
what I
bricks
do.
now.
They learn from me. I'm certain of it. They can't cross the water, but after I've done it and a blackout has evolved them, they do it without hesitation. And you saw how they were trapped behind the doors, pacing to get to me, and after I opened a few and a blackout, it was second nature to them.
Can't open doors yet. Next blackout they will be. Have to be really careful about using the gun too. I still think that there's some merit to just walking everywhere, because they don't. They gain the ability to sprint after I've sprinted, which means that I wonder if they've gained the ability to walk and only walk if I only walk everywhere. You guys don't like water by default.
These are not crossing the water. So much for your theory.
No, that makes perfect sense. They stopped doing what I stopped doing.
There's no way to stealth this, so we're just going to have to blast our way through. There we go. This is the point where I have trouble. Okay. I am so glad that we were able to make it through that room in one blackout. If we had stayed any longer, we might have had some trouble there. Oh my god, is he keeping the campfire at 1337? Tetsu, to get anything out of these, how many of those chimes do I have to hit?
I'm curious to learn more about that theory of yours. The one where everything makes perfect sense.
Don't you see it? They unlearn as well. It's all tied to the blackout cycles. When the lights are on, the palace keeps track of my actions, registering what I do with those icy ghosts. After some time, it will reboot to update the copies. That's what's causing the blackouts. I get no ghosts when the lights are out. So my guess is that the palace is blind while it's rebooting. When the lights come back on, their abilities match my actions from the previous light cycle. Well, that would explain why they wouldn't cross the water up there. I didn't touch any water in the light cycle before I reached them.
They echo your behavior.
Yes, echoes. That's exactly what they are.
By the way,
Another airlock.
ooh,
They're coming. Hurry, get out.
don't worry, they're slow. Oh. What the? Okay.
The sphere just turned off. That means the echoes are not coming, right?
You sound like naming them explains everything. To me, the logic of it all only makes the whole thing more absurd. Someone intentionally designed it to be this way.
I expected there'd be some obstacles to getting Foster back.
You were prepared for this. In your training, I mean.
Gods no. Gramps did talk of great challenges and equally great rewards, but I doubt he knew this is what it meant.
You admit he was wrong.
Yes and no. I think he managed to find the words, but not their meaning.
I love London. I think he's an AI, but I'm not sure. He's just so skeptical of everything.
So, any words in your teachings about who built this place?
That's the thing. None of us ever knew this place existed. He always gestured at a walled enclosure in the uppermost garden when he talked about the palace. I think we all imagine splendid halls filled with the chosen ones who mastered a self-control so deep it could overcome even death.
So, he lied to you.
He just didn't get into the specifics. If we passed the trials all the way to the upper terrace, we would be granted access to the passage. The ones who entered never returned to tell.
The translation.
I know that now. Back then, we all thought the passage meant the final test. The big one this time. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. Only the strong of mind and body will again reunite as whole. We'd seen resourcefuls break during training. Minds or bodies hurt beyond repair.
I can see why you would all strive for that.
That wasn't the selling point. The challenge and reward stuff was. Being a resourceful is constant competition, always performing to the best of your ability. But for one to win, others must lose. And losing often meant a life ending.
Competition breeds envy. It must have been dangerous for you if you really were as good as you say.
Excellence was valued by everyone. The more formidable your competition, the more fruitful the exercise. In the end, everybody won.
That's quite the social construct, considering the consequences of losing.
That was Gramps' way. He didn't preach. It was pure reasoning. The program made sure all resourcefuls were logically disposed to follow his line of argument to its conclusion. How can you deny perfection?
How could you?
Spontaneity, chaos, life. That's how you prove yourself. Why spend eternity to make the best possible you? Potential without release.
I really, really like N. Also, welcome, Fat Pep. I think this game might have a lot for you as well. Unfortunately, you missed the end of Soma yesterday, but I am very much enjoying this game. Basically, rules of the game. I don't know how long you've been in chat,
Back
but
inside, I guess.
N, be careful.
You're not beginning to like me, are you?
rules of the game are: game creates clones. They copy what you do. They unlearn what you do after each blackout. But yeah, for Plato, naming things is to point out their specificity. That's actually, so I actually at some point wanted to write a paper on the importance of titles in humans, because humans attach a lot of importance to titles even if the titles don't actually mean anything. Just having a title makes you feel better about what you're doing, or striving to gain a title. It's kind of an interesting thing.
Archway?
It's a suspended Y field. Never seen a vertical one before.
It looks like you're supposed to pass through. What does it do?
Shouldn't do anything. It's self-contained.
Well, here goes nothing. Save arches. Stepping through a powered Y field arch will create a Maxwell freeze, a stored map of data from that exact moment. The arches will save your progress. Great. That's good to know. Also, new energy cell. Sweet. So happy about that. I just realized that I've been treating this like a stealth game when it's actually a puzzle game. It has stealth elements, but it's more of a puzzle than anything else. And that's why I've been having such a hard time with it. If I think about it as giving pieces over to the enemy, then it makes a lot more logical sense. Good thing I didn't use the gun before. Got you the idea of social status. Yeah, I'd agree with that. That seems like a fairly straightforward answer. One of these days I need to try just walking. See how they react. They can call elevators now too. See if I can make them slow as all hell. Set them up so that they're easy to get past. Also, now they're perfect clones of me. Oh, I see the distinction between the elevators that go up and the elevators that go down. Blackout. Do you use it now? They can't use elevators anymore. No, I already used one to get down, didn't I? I can run at normal speed though. Does it distinguish between elevators going up and elevators going down? Or calling elevators? I don't know. I think it probably does. How specific do the commands need to be? So far the game's been very specific. We're walking again, making sure that they can't follow us easily. But yeah, so things that we've learned about this game, Fat Pep, are that the game copies your stuff during the sort of a light cycle. Shit, I can walk now. Once that light cycle is over, a blackout happens, and everything that happened during that light cycle is imposed onto the new clones. Using elevators, choking them out, using your gun, they can do it too. If you don't do any of this though, they... Oh god. Oh. Well, look at that. Now I know what the choking does. They can do that too. They can knock me out instantly. They're a lot less, or a lot more lethal now. Leaving them alone would be the logical option. As long as I don't use the gun, they don't have access to the gun either. I can still scan them without any negative repercussions. Which is what I'm going to do here. That's it. Blackout. Use it now. They can use the elevators too. Well, so far the game's been actually really clever with a lot of the uses of its various they can do or can't do. And I mean very clever. As far as I've seen, pure stealth is actually a really good idea. Because if you don't ever have to use your gun, they never get your gun. If you don't ever choke them out, they never get the ability to choke you out. Amusingly, this is one of the most useful tools right there. Blackout coming. Nope. Hey, follow me onto this left. Good. How do you initiate First Blood? Just by pressing F. I think their reactions are slightly slower than yours. And it just knocks them down. Doesn't actually hurt them. It costs stamina to use though, so I don't want to use it too often. Oh, not sure I get your meaning. When you say first blood, I don't know. Oh, you mean what triggers the first blackout? So it actually saves the blackout from the last time that you had one in the last level. So if you just sprinted to the end of the hall while blasting your gun everywhere, that actually hurts you later on in the game. Which I think is a really cool idea. I want to try and avoid... Nope. Damn it. I think it just copied that. She's gonna call the elevator probably. We want this. So, story so far is that Anne here is looking for a way to revive Professor Foster, or Gramps as she refers to him. Oh, you do it out of pure choice. Yeah. You can just leave them. Amusingly, if you crouch, they crouch. This offers 0 tactical advantage to them. But, it's funny. As long as I never fire the gun, they can't do anything. I haven't used an elevator this particular round either, so once they're up there, they shouldn't be able to do anything with the elevators. Which will make this area much easier. They can't enter water unless I enter water. There are some things, there's just a lot of small details that the game does for you that you just don't think about. Gonna wait for a blackout. Those guys are just walking back and forth. Why are they walking back and forth? I want the blackout to occur, but I don't think the blackout occurs until after a certain number of choices has occurred. Which means that they will be able to use less. It's annoying, but whatever. There we go. You can sort of control the blackouts. The number of choices you do, the number of actions you perform, seems to affect it a little bit. It would try to stop you. They wouldn't gain any abilities though, so it would be a lot easier. They wouldn't gain or lose abilities. There are certain points when a level layout will kind of force you. They'll always try to attack you. It's just the method of lethality that they have is a lot different. Oh. Like right here, I just gave them all guns. Oh, come on. Like, that's what they do by default. I'm very screwed. That's the main difference between them, it's just the level of lethality changes. All enemies reset upon... By default, you can survive 1 hit. If you do a chokehold, though, then you can survive 0. So you can see why you might not want to hurt anyone. Got guns too. I want to try to avoid sprinting because they get a lot faster. General objective is usually just get to the other side of the room. Their awareness is always the same, yeah. I don't think there's anything that you can do to set their awareness to 0. They will always walk, unless you ran. They will always be able to grab you. If there are 3 of them participating in the grab, that's an instant kill. But that means that you probably deserved it because you alerted 3 of them at the same time and they were close enough to all participate in the same grab. Past that, they have 0 abilities right now. Past that, they also copy your ability to vault. So they will tactically maneuver. Oh, this is new.
This is new.
Manifest corruption.
I touched it. What did it
It
do?
triggered an instant blackout.
Probably to correct the anomaly.
It didn't fix it. It just moved.
Ooh, we can control the blackouts. Ooh. That's clever. When holding a crystal ball, pressing F will not push an enemy, but bludgeon it instead. This strike is lethal. Aim at right mouse button and throw LMB. You can throw it as a distraction. Enemies will investigate the sound of the crystal ball shattering. Holding a crystal ball, a quick throw indicator appears when an enemy is at medium range. Press LMB to throw the orb at this enemy. This functions like a remote push. Interesting. I'm guessing the crystal balls shatter, but my question is, do they copy the crystal ball? Because that implies the enemies can gain weapons that you didn't already have. They can't go in the water right now. They can't shoot right now. Regardless of whether they want to or not. There are barriers that you can put in front of them. It's one of the coolest things about this. Ah, they can pick up the crystal balls though. I wonder if the crystal balls respawn each time. Well, they can already vault, so... They can't use ranged weapons, but they can Okay, so a push takes 2 stamina bars. Come on, blackout already. There we go. Interesting, the other ones weren't close enough to hear that. Well, one of them was. Like I said, they can volt. What is the context in which the game starts? The initial start, so to speak. Well, your grandpa has died. Or more correctly, he has been turned into the cube that is currently on N's back. Which, I might add, they're not copying, which I just noticed. Okay, this should reset them to default stats. There's a cranky ship AI called London who has been helping Gramps to do things. And N here is a resourceful, which is apparently a group of students that Gramps has been training to do, or to be prepared for this specific place. Okay, that's a nothing ability. They don't gain anything from it. As long as they don't open doors, they can't open doors either. More importantly, though, they can close doors. Which is amusing. Not particularly useful. Okay. If I don't go in water, they can't either. They'll do a little bit of searching. Anyway, so Gramps has been turned into this cube, and he was under the impression that the palace could be used to revive someone who had been turned into this state. The process is called translation. So N, N is basically doing his last wishes and hoping that it'll work. Oh hey, they don't have guns anymore. No, they do still have guns. Shit. I forgot. She was apparently the rebellious daughter of the bunch. The group that Gramps was training was called the Resourcefuls. Shit. I need it to not see that I've gone into water. The less capabilities I give them, the better. Movement is a major part of their capabilities that I don't want to give them. This one crouches randomly. What the? Did it just kill another one? Ow. Hi. Hi. Let me just grab that. I'm hoping a blackout will occur shortly. As long as it's just one, I can usually handle them by knocking them over repeatedly. Especially on stairs. You can open doors now. We can give them the ability to close doors, but there's no... Oh shit! These two will be knocked down. They have no guns now. And their awarenesses have been reset. They can't open doors, but they can close them. Which is funny. Go through water. They can't do it right now, which means that the one that was following me is going to be left behind. Past that, this planet doesn't exist. We don't know why it's here. It keeps copying everything, and it adds more based on the inhabitants. The planet is called the Palace, though. The entire planet. I'm not even kidding. Okay, they can go in the water. We're not 100% on that, yeah. Well, okay, we're pretty sure it's a physical place. It keeps rewriting things, though. So there's a manifestation that it might be altering reality to some extent. Yeah, they can go through water, right? Focus on only giving them one ability to surpass a barrier each time. I don't really mind giving them chokeholds because they have to get used close enough to use it. And that's not something I usually let them do, unless I'm being really bad. This is a nothing imprint. I kind of don't want to vault down there. Ow. Whatever. It'll come up to me and I'll bludgeon it. Or I'll hide from it, actually. There. They can't vault right now. They'll be able to vault later. Can they push you? Nope. They cannot push me the way that I push them. As far as I know, at least. They are fairly incapable by default. Their main method of attack is just crushing your head. Just taking that so the others can't use it next time, since they will be able to pick those up. Which will be lethal. Oh shit. Yeah, well, that did what I had to. They can't cross water, so me crossing water here shouldn't be an issue. They can't open doors right now. avoid attacking them. Blackout. Now we can open doors. And use guns. Oh, I'm glad I killed that one. That one had an orb. Oh, other thing about our gun, the gun pierces. So anything behind the target will also get killed. That's the deepest it gets, yeah. As far as I know. Interesting. If you stop moving, they seem to be a little bit, excuse me, a
More
little bit less
corruption.
aware. Do we want to reset them? I don't really want to. I think we're good. They're not able to use doors. They're able to cross water. They are able to use glass balls. No, they're only able to cross water, actually, and vault. And I think that's it. As far as I know, you can't just walk, which I'm a little bit sad, because that would have been my strategy for getting through this area. Just walking everywhere. And then running when I need to. Hello, tuning fork. I'm glad I didn't jump down. Those tuning forks are called voices. They're collectibles. Okay, I think we do have to jump down. Great. The next ones have Volt. I think they already had that anyway, though. That's not really an issue. Oh, it's another one of these rooms. So we got to pick up these orbs before the doors in the middle will open. Got to pick up a lot of these orbs, actually. Wow. We have the ability to vault, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm not giving the ability to pick up orbs. We can move freely. Said the palace was separated into rooms. Is there a reason? Are there adaptation or hive mind limited? As far as I know, no. We might find something similar to that later on. But right now, the answer is no. We'll be able to choke out next level, but still Volt. Oh, great. Okay, we got grapes. We're good. We can just keep eating grapes and knocking this one down until the next cycle. I wonder if I can lose her. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Grapes restore stamina, but they have no tactical advantage on these guys, so eating grapes is a pretty easy way to trick the computer into making them eat grapes. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a rough time. You can run now, so not too rough of a time. Cool, we're good. The computer didn't see either of those actions, so we should be good. When the blackouts occur, the computer can't track any of the senses we do, or any of the emotions we do. They can bolt. Oh, come on. They shouldn't be able to cross water right now. Forcing my hand. They can shoot next round. We have to get out now. Another orb. I think I'm gonna try and avoid giving them the ability to vault on this map, because it enables them to move a lot easier. As noted. Oh right, they have guns now. Get off me. I'll be able to use the orbs next. Damn it! I should have taken the long way around. Oh well. There's an I have no idea why they occasionally just fire their gun. That's an inconsistency with my own behavior. Maybe their accuracy is dependent on your ability to hit too. Who knows? So they can still vault. They gained the ability to use the crystal balls, lost the ability to use thank you. Come down here where I can kill you safely. Yeah, definitely gonna want to avoid giving them the ability to vault in future. That makes things a lot harder on me. Ooh. Oh shit. That's not good. That's an instant kill. Yep. Oh no! And we have to start right at the beginning. Well, unfortunately, we will have to start from the beginning next time, as I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. It's been a while. I need to get something to eat. Like, my fridge is empty. So, thank you everyone who's been joining us. Holy crap, this is a really good stream for me. So, I really appreciate everyone who has popped in. Next time now, we will continue from this place. Wherever this place is. So, let's see if you do stick it around for a little bit. I have an outro. There's the outro. And let's see here. So, if you want to see more of this sort of content, let me know. Constructive feedback is also helpful, so feel free to leave comments. Above all, I hope you guys are enjoying this content as much as I enjoy making it. If you want to help out, you can donate on my Twitch page, on Patreon, or through subscribing to me. I try to stream every night, so feel free to stop by anytime. If you want to talk to me outside of the stream, I have a Discord. It is right here. Other than that, thank you to all of my current supporters: Muddy, Izzy, Tennis Games, Flash, Alpha MGZO, Action Barster, Box of Gorillas, Fairtanium. Special thank you to Istatsu, who actually donated this game to me, and is the entire reason I'm able to play it now. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later.